Hi guys, sorry about that. The last SD card, I realized that was one that needed to take some data off of, so I had to transfer the SD card to this one here. All right, so as I was saying before, these are just more bins, more my nighttime wear, bras and things like that is over there. So I'm going to be starting with this closet first, knock this closet out, figure out again what we're going to toss, what we're going to keep. I have my black bag here for garbage, and then I have my clear bag for donation. And we're going to just basically treat it the same way as we did before. And just basically wish me the best of luck in this. My goal is to be done like 2 hours max. I'm hoping 2.5 hours max. I'm gonna put on some music. We're gonna vibe out to some music today, and yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. About to put my Spotify playlist on. I'm not sure if you guys know, Spotify allows you to, when you like pick your like songs, you can actually, like, this is my like section songs. Not sure if you could see it. I'm trying to get a little bit close, but the camera is a little bit blurry. Now you can see like the different type of genres. You could pick which type of genre that you want to listen to depending on the songs that you have selected. So I'm going to be listening to Afro beats. And that's 32 songs on Afro beats. So we should be good to go. We should have more than enough songs to listen to get through this. So I hope that you guys enjoy the video. I have to figure out where I'm going to prop you up at, but I hope you guys enjoy the video. And again, I hope this continues to inspire you to get, whatever you have in your house that needs to be tossed out, going through that, just do it. Like, I don't want to sit here and do this, but I'm doing it because I know at the end of the day, once it gets done, I'm going to feel much better. You know what I'm saying? So let me put you guys down and let's get started. All right, guys. So these are my bucket of plugs and things that I'm just like, should I save them? I probably got 25 of the same freaking plugs, but I just put everything in this little bucket and call it a day. I'm not right now gonna go through this. I know like some of these plugs are like the iPad, not the iPad, my keyboard. Like, I know one of the plugs is like a keyboard. I have different plugs in here for different things. Maybe I will go through this just to toss out some of the things in here, because now that I am looking at it, there's some things in here that I just don't use. So we'll, I'm stuffing things in here, but I'll stuff more things in here, but then I'll go back and I'll clean this out as well too, because I think there's definitely some things in here that I don't utilize. I was going to donate this. This is a keyboard, like I said, for the Apple computer. I used a basic keyboard from Walmart that I had purchased. So you guys may not be able to see me. I apologize. Um, I used a keyboard from Walmart that I purchased because this keyboard was giving me a lot of issues. I was possibly thinking about donating this keyboard, But honestly, I didn't pay for my Apple computer. It's my my grand uncle's Apple computer. So I got it when he passed, and I just saved on to everything. So I don't know, maybe if I should save on to this or not, or we'll see. I'll keep it for now, and then if I see that I guess a couple of months from now, similar to stuff that's in the other room, if I see that I'm not utilizing it, then I'll just toss it out, because there's no point of keeping it if I'm not using it. And I got a mosquito bite. Freaking mosquitoes are killing me. But I pretty much pulled everything down from the first shelf. There's a lot of garbage that I have tossed out thus far. I have to figure out. If I'm trying to figure out if I want to save these. These are like curling rods for when I put my hair in locks. And I have like bigger ones here too. I did have a little case for it, but the case broke. I'm trying to see if maybe I have something that I can use to put this inside. Like, I want this to be enclosed, but I don't recall if I have like a bucket, not a bucket, like a bag or something like that to put this inside of. Because I don't often use this, and I was thinking about donating it, but then I'm like, I sometimes do, want to curl my hair, and I don't want to use like other rods, since these are pretty good. But we'll see. I'm just going to toss them to the side and continue with this closet, and basically let's see how it goes. I guess that's the way we're going to do it. Alright guys, so I just want to show you what the closet looks like now. So as you can see, most of all the boxes that were up there are gone. I kept a few things. This is like a mirror that Bae had bought me. It's brand new. I've never opened it up. I was gonna donate it, but I said let me just keep it. I don't know, for something. Um, so this is all like linens. These are like our travel sheets, and this is for a massage table that we have. Rags. I put the I need to find a better bag for this, but I put those little curling rods in there. This is like my hair stuff. And then down here is like it's like, I guess you could call everyday stuff. This shelf and this shelf here is our everyday stuff that I use or my husband use. So, this is like hair product, shampoo, conditioner, clips for when I, and twisting my hair when I do twist my hair, because most times I interlock my hair. I have my barrettes here. These are basically like hats that I really don't wear. I only really wear hats when I don't do my hair. But I figured let me save onto that. There's some scarves in here for when I work out, and headbands is in the back. Over here I put like our body wash and things. We don't really have, we just have this for right now, but we normally have more body wash but I put like our that stuff there, like I said, body wash. And then over here is our basket. This basket has all of our toothbrush, toothpastes. I'm trying to put the camera down. Toothbrush, okay, there we go. Toothbrush, toothpastes, floss and things like that. That's basically in that basket. So I put that over there to the side. This is not something that we commonly go to, but obviously we change our toothbrushes when we need to change them. And then over here is pretty much like my stuff that I guess you could say often use, as I explained before. This is my makeup. I don't have a lot of makeup, but I do have a little bit. These are my cotton rounds that I use pretty much every day to clean off my face, because you know I like to do my rose water, clean my face off with rose water. These are my vitamins and medications and stuff here. This is just kind of like knick-knack things that's kind of like my go-to, but not really my go-to. Like shoe cleaner when I want to make sure my shoes are nice and white, and pimple patches, just knick-knack things in the back. And then obviously pads is over there, our sanitary napkins, we have our towels here. Then down here I have our sheets and everything. I threw out a decent amount of sheets because some of the sheets were just looking really old and raggedy. We had a lot of sheets are from me when I had those back in Brooklyn. So I just basically kept the sheets that are good. And then the last thing down here, sorry, the last little thing on the floor is like cooling pouches. We have like 3 of them, don't know why. My shaving toolkit. We have a blood pressure stuff back there, and floss and band-aids and things. And then here is our vitamins, not vitamins, sorry. What do you call that? Medications, like allergy medications, sinus, things like that. Next to it is our travel like things, like soaps and toothpaste and things like that. And then I have my nail stuff in this bucket, along with the bin that I purchased in the back. You can't really see it, but that's pretty much back there. So this is the bag of stuff thus far that I have tossed out. It's a lot of stuff in here. Like I threw a lot out of this closet. This is the donate pile. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch over to this closet, start getting this closet cleaned out. Actually, before I do that, what I have to do is go through this bin. So I'm going to go through this bin, and then I'm going to clean out that closet. And then this closet hopefully shouldn't take me too long, because it's not like small items or anything like that. I just need to reorganize and figure out what I need to have, you know, direct access to get to, instead of having to instead of having to look for stuff. You know, like I just don't like to look for stuff. I like to be able to put my hands on it right then and right now. And guys, I did forget that I forgot to come on with the mic, so I hope that the audio is fine for this. I will see you guys a little bit later on. I'll start with the closet, like I said, after I do this, and then I'll show you guys as, you know, everything gets cleaned out. So see you in a few. Hey guys, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm on my way home. I just left out of the gym, about to go shower, get ready to do this grind of 9 to 5. But I wanted to come on. I'm not sure where I'm gonna plop this clip at, but we're gonna plop it somewhere in the video. But I wanted to come on and I want to take it back. I just finished a love song with a love song for Ricky Wilde. I believe that's the name of the book. I believe so. Guys, I absolutely adored. When I say adored the book. Adored the book. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's talk about Ricky. Top things that I love about Ricky. I love that Ricky was... I'm just turning my top things I like about Ricky is that I love how she danced to the beat of her own drum. She didn't allow for anybody to really tell her how she wanted to live her life. I like how she liked the Renaissance era or the older era. You will see in the book that she likes to, dress in a certain way, depending on whatever time period she feels like dressing like. So sometimes she dressed like she was in the 50s, 60s, 70s. And I really, really, really enjoyed that she danced to the beat of her own drum. I find her to be very eclectic, and that's the way that I kind of consider myself to be a little bit eclectic. Sometimes you see me go around and I'm wearing, the bohemian outfit, and then the next minute I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt. It just really depends on my vibe and just how I feel. You could never put that person in a certain category because you're not sure what you're going to get on which day. That's what I loved about her. I love that she just was open to understanding Ezra's situation. And what I did enjoy is that she didn't blame him. When you read the book, I hope you read the book, guys, and I don't want to tell you too much. In the event that you do choose to read the book, but she didn't blame him for the situation that she was in. She loved him, and I love how even though they were trying to stay far apart from each other, that they just found each other. It was just, they tried to avoid each other, but it was like what the heart wants, or what the I don't want to say atmosphere, but it's like if you're meant to be, you're meant to be. You're gonna find your person no matter what. Ezra, I love his old school, and I know he was from the 1920s, probably a little older than that, but because he was like 100 something years old. But I love how that he still held on to a lot of those old school mentalities. One of the things he was saying is that he tries to be hip on the new words, but he gets a little bit tongue tied because he'll say a certain word and people look at him like, what are you saying? I love that he just, I don't know, I like their banter. I like their banter. I like his personality was funny. And that's the thing is when I think about our elders or people, who've passed along, these were people as well too. And they were just like us. I think sometimes we look at our elders, again, people who passed and we're like, they weren't like us, or they couldn't understand our situation, or and it's like when you're reading the book, you see that a lot of the same things that he's going through, you're going through currently, or have gone through, in your past. He loved on Ricky. He truly, truly, truly loved on Ricky. I love the character Della or Adelaide. Della, I love her spunkiness when she dyed her hair pink. I was cracking up. And I just love that she loved on Ricky without knowing her, and that's the thing is they say that you don't necessarily have to be blood related to have a bond with somebody. And you know how back in the day, especially when I was growing up, people would call each other play cousins and things like that. I guess it's in the essence of that. So, she was calling her granddaughter, the granddaughter that she's always wanted. And Della's never been able to have children. I think she said she had 8 miscarriages, if I'm not mistaken. So, I really love her character. I love Tuesday. She was hilarious. And then like I said, I don't want to mess up the book, but that scene when she put on that uniform, you guys, if you read the book, when she put in the uniform and went to go see Ezra, girl, I was like, Tuesday, what the heck? Oh my, it was hilarious. And okay, before I pull up to the house, I saw somebody in the book with my last name, my maiden name. If guys, you don't know, my maiden name is Spates, spelled Speights. I saw a woman in there. I can't remember her first name, but it was the same spelling, but the S was dropped. She was into like plants and stuff. I guess she built her plant company. I did look her up. I don't know if her name is Frances or something like that, but I did Google her. I Googled her to figure out like what was her origin, because that name comes from my grandfather, and he's from Alabama. So when I look, it says that she was from North Carolina. So I don't know if maybe she's like married to somebody with that name, or if that is her maiden name. I don't know, but I looked to see if there was any type of relation, but I didn't deep dive like that. But I find it intriguing to see somebody with my name in the book. I was like, okay. So guys, officially I am a Tia Williams fan. I am a Tia, I believe it's pronounced Tia Williams, or Tia fan. I think I don't know, like I feel like I am trying to find the type of books that I enjoy reading. I'm trying to be open, but at the same time not, I told you guys, if I don't enjoy a book, I'm just not going to read the book. But I do want to check out Real by Kennedy Ryan. I believe that is, I know that is a book that is more like a historical, it touches on historical aspects. I don't remember the whole story or anything, but I was looking online, I was looking on Book Outlet, but when I have time, like this weekend, I'll sit down more so I could check out the different type of books that they have on there, so I could pick up that book along with some other books. The only thing I noticed with Book Outlet is that they don't have like the newer books. So I don't know, because the books are expensive. These books are like $20 a pop. I'm on a budget. I have a trip coming up, which I haven't even sat down and worked that out. But I have a lot, that money that's going in different directions, and I can't be spending $20 on a book. Like, it gotta be a sale. It has to fit into the budget. But I'm just so happy that I read the book. I truly enjoyed it. I recommend reading it, guys. You would truly. If you like historical books, if you like love, being loved on, or hearing somebody be loved on, if you like kind of not like comedy, but just like ha moments. There was moments that I just laughed, like I was on the train just laughing, like, girl. There was a scene where she was trying to fight him with a curling iron, and I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Like, yeah. So definitely check out the book if you haven't already checked it out. I did read Stuck in the Country, stuck something. That book was as well good too. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before. I think the last recap I did of my books, I was talking about how I was going to read that book. I read that book. The book was good. But I love Song with Ricky Wow. Oh, I love Song for Ricky Wow. Thumbs up. 5 stars all day, every day. All right, guys, let me get in the house and I will see you when I see you. Whatever the next clip is, I don't know what it is, because like I said, this is going to be sandwiched between something, because, yeah. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye. right, guys, so I am back. Let me get the mic since I remember this time. I am back, and closet is done. This closet didn't take me too long to do, but it definitely is looking much better than what it looked like before. So I'm trying to turn the camera around. This is how I organized it. I moved my jeans to this side of the closet. My shorts are in the back. This bin here at the bottom is my bin for my gym stuff. So I put my gym sneakers there. I have a lot of gym clothes that's downstairs that's either dirty or needs to be washed. So there's nothing in there right now. It's completely cleared out. Um, and we're just going to be filling that back up once I wash some clothes and fold some clothes. I cleaned out my little jewelry rack right here. There's a lot of jewelry that I got rid of, that I just was not utilizing. So I did that. I tossed out a few belts as well too. These are some belts that I kept, like my everyday belt. And I tossed out a lot of tops. So I moved my tops to over here. So I don't really have a lot of clothes. Like, I think I have more bottoms than I have tops. And plus there's things in the laundry right now. But these are my tops here. And then I have my dresses here, my summer dresses, and then I have a couple of jackets, a cover up situations, and then this goes into kind of like my dress down t-shirt situation. And then I kept a couple of hoodies out, and I kept out 2 sweaters. I did put some of my sweaters away, the really heavy duty ones that were like just too heavy to do anything with. I left this rack okay. Because nothing was really wrong with it. I could put some of my flip flops that I have down here on the floor. I could put some of those on that rack, but I didn't do that. But I could do that later on. And then I forgot to show this. These where all my leggings are, because I'm a legging girl. I like my leggings. And then I put closed-toe shoes for right now, the ones that I'm like may go to for the summertime, possibly. I put those right there in the event that I need to get to them. So 9 times out of 10, this is probably going to get moved around prior to winter being started. However, this is just what it's going to be for right now, and everything. I also did clean out my bins up here as well too. What I did is, let me show you guys. Let me pull one of the bins down. Since I have a lot of pajamas, what I did, I'm trying to put you guys down somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go. All right. Let's put you down right here. Okay. So what I did with my stuff that are like sets of pajamas that I can wear, and I don't have to look for like the top and the bottom of the pajamas. I put everything together. So like the shorts and the shirt are together, and then I will roll them up and I'll put them inside my little storage bin here. So I don't have to look for the top and look for the bottom. Everything just matches up accordingly. So some people that may make sense to, and some may not. I do have a bin in there, like loungewear that are just like tops that don't match to anything. I did throw a lot of stuff out that I've had for years, and I'm just keeping like the newer things. But thus far, I like it. I think that this will help out a lot. And if it doesn't, then I'll switch it out again. It's just going to be what it be. But these are the bag of clothes that I got rid of, and things that I don't need. So I'm going to be donating this. This will be my 4th bag of items. And then this big bag here is garbage. So I'm just very excited that, it's done. And this was my last like thorough closet clean out. I do have a lot of laundry to go through. So as I'm going through the laundry as well, whatever things that I see that I'm not wearing regularly, or I just don't like anymore, it's going to go either the garbage or it's going to be donated. So that is the plan as I am folding clothes, because I just don't want to have like things just to have things. Like I want to have it because I like it, you know what I mean? So guys, that is the end of this. I will see you when I see you. I don't know what else I'm getting into this week, so I'll see you whenever the next thing I get into. All right, talk to you later. Hey guys, how you doing? Happy blessed Saturday. I hope everybody is doing well. I just finished reading. I had to finish this today. I had to finish Plus Size Player today. And I'm so mad. You know why? Because I was not, there was so many things in this book that I should have been marking, that I should have put tabs on, and totally forgot to bring my tabs with me as I was reading this book. But this book was so good. I just truly enjoyed. There were so many key points. This book taught on being plus size, loving yourself, the message that you're basically trying to portray to people, or you not even portray, but how you want to put your best self out there, so that if there are other people, because this young lady, she was a content creator, but if other people see you online, that they know that them being plus size is not like a do or die situation. It's not, I don't want to say do or die, but you being plus size is a beautiful thing, and this book touched a lot on that. Just Nina, the main female character, had so much self assurance and positivity about herself. And one of the things that they talk about here, and a lot of people think this, they think that plus size people don't work out. But you see in the book, throughout the book, you can see her talk about going to the gym and all the rest of that. The book also, what I liked about it was the black male lead. I like that he was comfortable in himself of loving a woman no matter her size, like, and he fought for her. Like, when people would talk about her, he would fight for her. I love that about the book. I guess you could say the trope was a billionaire meeting a young lady. I guess that, if we want to say what's the trope of the book, but there was so many just takeaways, from the book. It talked about, towards the end of the book, of when she's around her other supermodel friends, how that people perceive you to be a certain way. In actuality, you're really not that way. Like, people perceive her to be a player. And I guess, the book is called Plus Size Player because she's dating, different men or what have you. But I was talking to my girlfriend about this, and I was saying when I prior to meeting my husband and also meeting my husband, um, you date so that you could find the best person, to be with. Um, Initially, I was critiquing her. I was critiquing her on why she was dating so many men and putting men into certain categories and really never truly giving herself to someone. And I had to take a step back and I had to think about myself. And at that time, like when I was in the dating, place, that I was doing the same exact thing. I was dating to find the right person, and I can't lie. Also, Pete, I dated people for the moment. They were good for the moment, and it happens. I know I'm not the only one that has done that, but I guess you could say it was like, in a way, I shouldn't be so critical of her that she's dating to, you know, she wasn't necessarily dating to get married, but in the end, it was like what was meant for her was meant for her. Um, I also like the relationship that she had with her mom and her dad. We didn't see them too much throughout the book, but even though she couldn't necessarily find a partner, um, she grew up in a household where it's a two family household where she saw that a man loved a woman and a woman loved a man, you know. And that was such a beautiful thing. Kirby is here. He wants to say hello. He wants to go outside, but he can't right now because we I was just outside a little bit earlier. I came back inside because I was getting bitten up and I wasn't liking that. The mosquitoes were doing the most. Kirby, you're not going anywhere right now. You're about to get fed in a few once I finish with the peoples, and then you go outside then. Okay? Can you go sit down for me, please? Go sit down. I'll be with you in a minute. Go ahead. Go sit down. Go to your pillow. Go. He's gonna stand here and watch me. Go sit down. I'll feed you in a minute and then you go outside. They understand what you say. I just want to let you know. Dogs understand what what humans be saying. So what was I saying? I was talking about the relationship that she had with her parents. I like the relationship that she also had with her friends as well too. Um, she was telling her friends they'll go out there and date, and when you find the right person, you'll find the right person. But you're not gonna find the person just like I don't want to say putting all your eggs in one basket because that was one of her things. Like she didn't want to put all her eggs in one basket. But again, you're dating to date to find the right individual. Um, yeah, overall, I just really, really, really enjoy this book. I love the way that he was just the main male. Why am I drawing a blank of what his name is right now? That's horrible, right? I've been reading this book for the past couple of days, and I just drew a blank on what his name is. Child, what is this boy's name? Because I'm also reading another book, and it's not really necessarily the same story, but it's kind of like the dudes are very, very, very similar in their Russell Long. That's his name. His name is Russell. She calls him Russ. Um, what was I saying about him? Oh, I was saying like he just was like solid for her. Like he just really took care of his woman. Um, And yeah, I just really love their love story. I love their love story of them building their love story. I don't want to mess it up for anybody who chooses to read, this book. I don't want to give any too much spoilers or anything like that. But this is a good book. This is book number two. I would say this book is very spicy. I know a lot of people have said that, and I would have to agree with them. This book is spicy. It's spicy out of the gate. So, first couple of pages or chapters in, you're like, oh, okay. So you're definitely going to notice that because Curry Girl Summer, that was her first book. It was not as spicy. Like I remember just there being a couple of little scenes, but this one definitely knocks it out the park with the spice and everything. But very well written. A very just good love story. I'm very happy that I did read it. So now I have to figure out what's going to be my next book. As you guys know, I went to Barnes and Nobles and I got a couple other books. Um, so I got to figure out what's going to be my next book. But also, right now, I am listening to this other book I'll share with you guys. Let me bring up my hoopla. Um, what is it called? It's called Maybe for the Summer. It's by author Arby Pin. This is the book right here. That's what it looks like on Hoopla. I am what 50, 57. Sorry, he had to touch it. I'm 57% into the book. Also very good as well too. This follows Jules. He's a rapper, and I believe her name. See, I be drawing blanks with the names. Daisha. I believe he calls her Day Day. And she's like a socialite. Well, she was in the socialite scene, and her family has this business in which they're like, what do you call those people? Like concierge that helps people get ready and schedules out their day and all the rest of the stuff. So it's also about, them meeting each other. And yeah, it's a really, really good story. It's a really, really good book. And I'm enjoying that one as well too. But yeah, that's what we are reading right now. I had to figure out how to put my Goodreads. I was trying to put my Goodreads on here on YouTube so that you guys can follow me on there. If I figure it out, I'll put it down below so that you guys can follow me because I don't have any friends on there. So I want people to follow me so they can see like what I'm reading and everything. Because I've been reading a lot of books the past couple of weeks. But that's pretty much it, guys. I am about to actually go fix this dog something to eat and then actually start preparing dinner um, for tonight and then pretty much chill, into tomorrow. Hey guys, so I wanted to come on and say I hope that you guys have been enjoying me share my meal preps in the vlog. It's very important for me to show like because I started this channel and I was doing keto, or at least came back and I was doing keto. Now I've switched to a more high protein diet. My diet has definitely not been the same as when I started this channel. The point is that I wanted to show what I'm eating and basically to give you guys some ideas. I am not the person who likes to spend money outside for breakfast or lunch day to day. Like every once in a while, okay, but it gets very expensive to do that. So therefore, meal prepping is a way for me to make sure that I'm staying, in budget, not spending money that I'm not supposed to be spending, as well as it controls the way that I'm eating. I'm making sure that I'm not overeating. And meal prep is allow me, or meal preps have allowed for me to be more conscious. Again, what I put in my body. So I hope that you guys have been enjoying the meal preps as well. It gives you some ideas on what you can introduce to your own eating regimen. You don't necessarily have to do meal preps. You could just maybe do one meal. So I hope that what I'm sharing here with you guys is giving you some inspiration.
No, I'm bathroom around the shoes.
All right, guys, so I wanted to show you what my gel manicure came out looking like. So this is what it is looking like, nice and sparkly and everything. I put some oil on my hands, and my hands are a little bit shiny, and this is what this hand is looking like. Nice and sparkly. Love how it turned out. But I'm telling you guys, if you haven't already gotten on it, this item right here, Beatles, whatever you want to call it, really, really, really good product. I'm so pleased with it. And then obviously my what do you call this? Why am I drawing the blank right now? UV light. My UV light works really, 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 really good. So guys, that is going to be the end of this week's video. I am going to edit a video, and I'm going to actually relax a little bit. I hope you guys didn't see my bra just hanging out drying. I air dry my bras. I'm just stuffing it inside the closet. But like I said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and my week and everything. I hope that you found some inspiration with my cleaning. Hope you found some inspiration with my meal prep, even though I didn't really talk at the meal in the during the meal prep on whatever else I did record, because I don't remember exactly what I did this weekend. But again, I hope that you have enjoyed this weekend video. I should, God willing, see you guys next week. I don't know what I'm necessarily getting into next week, but if I do get into anything, I will bring you guys along. So stay blessed out there in those streets. Make sure you treat others kindly in those streets. God willing, I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the share button, and God willing, I will see you guys in another video. Okay, I'm just taking this off because it's looking like it's going to the back of my head. All right, guys, I will see you later. Bye.